Namaste and a very good morning to all of you. Dear parents, grandparents, and all my lovely children of Srimati Sunitidevi Singhania School, a very warm welcome on this Thursday morning. This is indeed a beautiful Thursday morning. It's a day that our little children are going to take their oath of responsibility, proving their leadership, proving all the qualities that they can display in the next 1 year. This is Srimati Sunitidevi Singhania School's second Senate. Last year, we had a beautiful Senate led by children of Standard 6 and 5. The purpose of having a Senate in any school is to cultivate in them qualities that will lead to leadership, qualities that will lead to good citizenry, help them to understand themselves, understand skills that they need to hone, take on that very well, and also polish the skills that they need to polish. Because if we don't do it now in school, when are they going to learn? Who is going to tutor them? They say leaders are born, not made. We can also argue the other way around. But as a director of Singhania schools, it is our endeavor to better each child, bringing out the best of the potential in each of our children. This 33-member Senate that's going to be taking its oath today, I'm sure are extremely proud of themselves. And rightly so, why not? They have fought their way up to win it. But it doesn't mean that those who didn't find their place in the Senate are not leaders. My dear children, each one of you is born intelligent, born creative, and is a born leader. How do you bring these qualities up in the forefront? Be able to present it to the world outside and be able to make people understand that there are some qualities that are very distinct in you, where you can lead in a situation. It's not necessary you must have a position to do that. My dear parents, I begin with my address first, this time very unusually. Soon after my session, you will be witnessing the investiture ceremony. We are having this so that the children have the complete time to themselves. And I'm sure that all children are watching it. I want all those who are in the younger classes, much smaller ones, to watch this function, because tomorrow you will be taking oath and all your seniors and your juniors will be watching you. This year, we are having Standard 8. So we've given them an opportunity to stand for the main positions in the school senate. The school captain, the vice captains are of course from the 7th. Again, all the school prefects are from the 8th. All the house prefects are from the 8th. All the games prefects are from the 8th. All the editors are from the 8th. This year, we will be bringing out our first e-magazine out. And I'm sure our editor and the house editors will have a great role to play. I want the Senate to stand upright, learn a lot. With our 2 years that we have, we listen to everything that we have, but speak only what you must. That's important. Also, remember that leadership is not about power, position, money, authority. I want children to understand that leadership is about owning up responsibility, having responsibilities, being able to be very fair in everything that you do, being highly ethical, being highly committed. All of that makes good leadership. So I'm going to share some experiences of mine because I want children to understand what is the purpose of this function. It is very easy and nice to say that I took this solemn oath. It is very nice to even believe that, yes, I've arrived as a leader. But I want you all to remember that that's not the only purpose. The purpose is to give you a commitment that we are here to train you, coach you, but at the same time, you have to take on more responsibilities. So I have little things to share, which I thought I must, and I'm going to be putting in the language of children so that every child understands this concept better. It is what it is. That's what we are here today. And if I were to see today's function with today's leaders who are taking oath, you will understand this is certainly what it is. But it will ultimately be what you make of it. So leadership is all about what you make of that leadership. Okay, and that's more important. That's what everyone needs to do. So I'm going to give you an example. Take a huge jar, a big jar. You're having lots of pebbles, lots of stones, lots of big rocks, and you have small rocks and you have sand. I'm going to ask you to do one thing. And children, I want you to try it out in your house if you can. You can even take a mug. You don't have to look for a glass jar. If you take a mug and you have all these with you, anything big and small, try and put everything that you can. And try and do this experiment at home. Just try and put them all in. My instruction to you, what you have in front of you, put them inside your jar. So what is your assumption? Your assumption is, it is coming from Director Madam. She is in position of authority. So she expects us to put everything into that jar. And she's asking me to do a task. I need to do that task well, because then she's going to appreciate me or applaud for me. You will also assume that I know it all. The authority knows it all. So what will happen if I were to observe you doing this? I'm going to remember that you will be tense. You will want to do the best. Now that you're at home, you will take the help of your parents. You're looking at things in front of you. There are lots of resources in front of you. But the mouth of the jar is small. Even if you take a mug, you will understand that the mouth of the mug may be big, but you can't put everything inside. So I'm going to tell you what you will do. You will either take fewer material to be put inside the jar so that you can put everything inside. That means you are not utilizing your full capacity. When will you see your leadership skills coming? When you start understanding that I have a jar, which is a container, which shows the capacity. And I have pebbles, I have stones, I have a whole lot of things which I have to put in, which means I have to prioritize. If I don't prioritize, I'm not going to be able to put things in. So when I'm prioritizing, I will take away some of the big stones that is not fitting in, or all the small stones, I may keep it aside. What are you doing? You are prioritizing. You are trying to increase your capacity. So you think that if you put lots of small things inside, that means, in a way, that's increasing your capacity. There is no right or wrong answer to this. There is no method that says that this was perfect. This is how you should do it. Or some of you who may manage to stack up everything and say, see, I put everything inside it. But do you see that the jar that you are having in front of you is almost ready to burst? Should it be like that? No. We all have a capacity. We have a lot of capabilities. We'll have to try and bring out each of our capabilities to be visible. How do you make that happen? You will have to start working diligently on every aspect of your personality. So you start increasing your capabilities, improving your capabilities. In a way, if I were to see, this jar is like your school. So in your school, you will think, okay, let me get this event that I can organize in this manner. Yes, I have my studies to do. I have academics. I have tests. I have my sports events. I have my cultural competitions. And I have to study. I have to do my homework. I have to do my worksheets. So there are far too many big rocks. But yet, I want you to see that these are only stepping stones. I want you to do this experiment for you to realize what you are capable of doing. You will see that you are applying yourself in multiple ways. There are permutations and combinations that you will have. In other words, making it simpler, I would say you will try so many ways by which you can put your things inside that little container that you have in front of you. But for that to happen, to concentrate, what will you have to do? You will have to reduce the noise outside. When you have too much noise while you're doing with everybody telling, supposing mama, papa, grandparents are there, you've got siblings, you've got cousins in the house, everybody saying, no, you put this inside, you put that inside, you put this inside. Will you be able to do a good job? No. You will have to do it yourself independently. And when you do it independently, the greatest sense of satisfaction emerges. When you feel that sense of contentment, of having done something yourself, you will realize a leader in you has emerged. I want each one of you to bring out this leader in you. Not just the Senate members, but every child who can or who wish to bring out the best in him. After you have brought that out and you bring the change in yourself, which is visible to others, you will be inspiring others. And that's what your next responsibility is, to inspire others. So your first responsibility is to bring out the best of your capabilities by honing your skills, trying various strategies by which you can bring out the best in you, which means you are going to reflect within, you are going to look within yourself and see what in all can I do. The second responsibility you have is to inspire others. And inspire others not by showing off. Because what you see on screen as leaders, for example, someone in the media world or something, and you feel that, oh, he looks like a hero and this is the model I would like to be. That's not your actual hero. The real hero is you, because you have conquered all your, maybe I can just put it across as your, I don't want to put it as deficiencies, but I would like to say things that you can improve on. Okay, you have recognized that and you are trying to work on it. So leadership is not all about power positions. When you connect with people with great amount of empathy, when you are able to reach out to people with high levels of energy, by which you are able to spread enthusiasm around yourself, you are able to reflect within and see what and all you can bring out in yourself and be the best that you can. You are able to be fair and ethical in everything that you do. You have a sense of purpose and you drive yourself to with that zest and that energy to achieve that purpose. That's the leader. And to all my 33 children out here, I'd like to say you are leaders now and you have to follow all that you think you can do to improve yourself. To all my lovely children of Suniti, you have a beautiful Senate. This is a Senate that's going to work for you. This is the first lessons that they learn in democracy of how to lead. To all my teachers, I'd like to have one word. Do not look at each one of them as a Senate member. I want you to see them as future leaders. I want you to identify their strengths and areas that they can work on, guide them individually, mentor them, and to bring out the best in them. It is not about saying, I am the Senate member. It is all about showing what a Senate member is. And that's what I'd like to say. Thank you very much. I am now going to, we will be now presenting the link to you, and we are posting it in just a second or so. You may click on the link to view the entire function. Hearty congratulations to the head of the school, Mrs. Lakshmi Madhusudan, and to all the teachers who are leading this in a great way. I really look forward to meeting you all soon. Thank you very much.